Good morning, everyone. It's Genevieve. Welcome. The first day after Thanksgiving weekend and Cyber Monday. I think Cyber Monday probably is its own holiday now. I had to come in a little bit later this morning because you know what? Sometimes our schedules don't always go the way we have planned. Sometimes they kind of go off track a little bit. And you know what? That is okay. I want to just welcome anyone who's joining me live for the first time. My name is Genevieve Rose. I am a sales and business strategist. I'm also a senior Seiko mentor fellow, as well as a journaling coach. And I love helping women entrepreneurs, women direct sellers, just discover the gifts and talents that are going to truly help them transform their lives, but also the lives of those around them. So this morning we are on day four of the Harness Your Crazy Challenge. So if you haven't signed up for it yet, there is still time. We have 3 more days after today of the different types of tips and tricks that I'm sharing from over the summer when my schedule kind of took a full speed crazy town train all the way there. And I needed to restart, get refocused, and really find how to create and design a kind of schedule that was going to help me be brave enough to continue to get through it all. So I'm excited for you to be here with me this morning. We're going to talk about this concept of recycle and repeat. That I feel is kind of some of the bones of your schedule. It's really those things that, you know what, I don't want to do, but I got to do. And so many times I would find myself just completely just saying, you know what, I don't want to do them, so I'm not going to do them. And you know what, that creates a lot more crazy. And we don't want to be on that crazy town train. We want to be on that train to productivity place. So I am super excited to share with you today exactly kind of the ways that I take control and harness those rinse, recycle, repeat, I don't want to do, but I got to do type of tasks. And I'm going to share with you a tip on my phone. Again, your phone is probably, you know what, we have these love-hate relationships, right, with them. But hopefully last week, after I shared some tips on how to get your phone a little bit more underneath your management and you not under its management, you're also going to really enjoy this technology app that I'm going to share with you that I use very specifically for my rinse, recycle, repeat type of I gotta do, but I don't want to do type tasks. So as you come in today, tell me that you're here. Tell me how your Thanksgiving was. We had a nice Thanksgiving with my mother-in-law. She always puts on an amazing meal, and it's different because my kids are older now, so they were at the older kid table, and I didn't have to sit and feed somebody, you know, so I end up getting to eat my dinner warm. Kudos to all you mamas who are still out there with babies on your lap, eating your food, and you not being able to eat till last, because I remember those days. So we're going to talk about this rinse, recycle, repeat. So as you're doing your time logs, so that's a big part of this Harness Your Crazy Challenge, is that I challenged everyone to start doing time logs, and that your time log has to be every 15 minutes. All right, so that's a little different than what most people might tell you to do time logs. Every 15 minutes really does start showing you those things that show up repeatedly within your day, within your week. It also does show you just those things that maybe you're putting off. So that's where we come into this rinse, recycle, repeat. After you have about 3 days, you can really sit down and say to yourself, what are those things that I just got to do? And so that might be, you know, going to the grocery store, taking your kids to their activities. What are those things that you just got to do? And then you'll also see these things that you just don't want to do. They usually end up on your time log more than once, and they're really kind of tasks or chores that you could probably do in one sitting if you actually enjoyed them. So mine, and you might have seen my top 3 are folding laundry, cleaning out my emails, as well as cleaning up after my family. Those are like the 3, I got to do it. All right. And yes, should we teach them to do those things as well? I could have someone clean out my emails for me. I definitely, my kids do fold laundry. My family should clean up after themselves and do occasionally. But you know what? It's the mom's role, and so it ends up that many times there's still those things that I need to do, and I really don't want to do. So they show up more often because they're kind of this task that I say that I'm going to do, but then it's the thing that I procrastinate, right? So those things that are the I gotta do but I don't want to do, you want to make a list of those things. You want to just kind of list all those things that are those normal everyday rinse, recycle, repeat type of tasks. And as a business owner, some of these were potentially I'm working with someone who's sharing Seiko, and I would need to make sure that they have their information, or I need to send out information through the post office to a customer. Maybe I'm working with a coaching client and I need to schedule their appointments. They are things that not necessarily that I don't want to do, but they're just those little things that kind of creep up all at once. And it's really important to maybe have them on a rinse, recycle, repeat type of schedule. So the thing that I started using that has really helped me kind of harness these things and put them on that rinse, recycle, repeat schedule that I don't have to remember to put them on my daily to-do list, that something else remembers to put them on my daily to-do list, and that was Asana. So if you're not familiar with Asana, I am going to put a link to Asana here in the comments for everybody so that you can really check it out, see what you think. It is super helpful. I've loved every moment of it. It also has a little bit of a fun unicorns and narwhal. Hi, Barb. So that's the link for Asana that I just put in the comments. You can check it out. A lot of businesses use Asana. And so I don't feel like you need to have a business to use Asana though. All right, so I just want to really put that out there. This is something that I use for personal use. I use for with reminding me stuff about for my kids, things that I want that are in that rinse, recycle, repeat for my kids. And I also use this for my business and with my team. So Asana has truly become this very much to-do list type of app. I can use it, good morning Eliza, on my desktop. I can also use it on my phone. Everything syncs together. But what's great about Asana is once you log into it, once you get an account, and I don't know if you can see, but you can do a couple different things. So I have like a test version up just to kind of show you all. There's a project, so you can see there's a project, a task, or a conversation. So my kids, actually, my daughter has Asana on her phone. And we've used this for study habits. Again, these are for tasks that are like rinse, recycle, repeat type of tasks. So her and I can have a conversation. Like if she knows she has a test coming up, she can put this in there, and then I can be making sure like, hey, did you study this? And it's not in a text message where it could potentially get lost. It's actually in the same task that she put into her Asana, saying that she has a test at the end of this week and she needs to study for her biology. All right. I might use it for like my hostess coaching. So if you're in direct sales, this is something that I found has been really beneficial with me, just really discovering what type of hostess coaching works, and also what are the necessity type of reaching out that I need to do, because I would say for the most part there are some of those things that aren't necessity. It's just kind of what everybody cookie cutter is telling you to do, and I realized that through Asana of setting up a hostess coaching task. So you would just set up, you can set up a project or a task. So the project is actually a little bit more in depth, and you can put like various tasks within that project. So hostess coaching would definitely be one of those where you have a couple different tasks within the project, and you can set dates. So, and you can set them on repeat. So say you want to be reminded in that project every 15th of the month, you want to be reminded to be reaching out with your hostesses for the following month. You could set up a project for hostess coaching, make that a task of reaching out to new new hostesses at the 15th of every month, and that will be set up as a reminder task for you. The same thing with like folding laundry or cleaning the house on a Friday evening with the kids. I have reminder, rinse, recycle, repeat tasks put into my Asana so that they're there for me, that it's part of my daily task. It's even in with all my business stuff, because working from home, that can become a little bit challenging when you're feeling like you're supposed to be here working the entire time and then not getting the things that you need to get done in your home. Again, this is for the stuff that you know what you got to do, maybe you don't really want to do, but it's super important for that clear frame of mind for you to be able to do that. Another really great thing about Asana when you go into the tasks is you can actually, like I said, you can link people to the tasks. So like if you have people sharing your Asana with you, so like this is kind of what it looks like on your phone if I'm going to do a task. Let's just do folding laundry since that was one of mine. All right, and I can put a description of what that is. I can put the description. So fold laundry on Fridays and put away. Who else folds laundry but doesn't put it away? So this one here, like if it was more for like business oriented type of things, I could also add an attachment. So it actually links in with, you can pull from your library, you can import a file from Google Drive. So if you are a Google Drive fan, which I am, you can pull those into there. So say you're sharing a project with someone, or my daughter, maybe she needs me. I have 2 baskets that need to be put away. Yeah, I get it. Say like she has a project that she's like, Mom, I need you to proofread this, or you're a blogger and you have a virtual assistant and she proofreads your stuff, or gosh, so many different things. If you're in direct sales, I use this a lot with my team members if we're working on projects together. This is something like in leadership that as we're talking about maybe what is the theme for a month that we're doing with our teams, those sorts of things, we can attach the file and then be able to all work together inside that file. So once you create it, it will go into your task area, okay? And then it'll allow you at the top, if you can see there, it has a place where you can check it off. It also has a place where you can do like a thumbs up. It has a place at the bottom where you can have the conversations that you want to have with the other people that are a part of it. And then it also allows you to add subtasks. So say I use this for my grocery list a lot. So this might be you're looking at meal planning and you want to put each meal in there as a task, and then the subtasks are the different ingredients for each of those meals that you need to pick up at the grocery store. So Asana can be used for so many different things. That's why I like it. There's a lot of other like task apps out there. I know Trello is one. There's also like Wunderlist, I think, is another one. There's a lot of different task apps, but I find that Asana is really the only one that I've found that I personally feel works for all different parts of your life. The personal part, the family part, the household part, as well as the business part. And I like using it on my phone for when I'm traveling. The desktop version, I feel, is just 10 times, of course, just more involved. And I like primarily putting everything in through my desktop. The only time I really use the app to plug something in is if I'm on the go and I know that it's something that is going to either stay there or be a quick task, like a one-time thing. The rinse, recycle, repeat tasks, most of those I sit on my desktop and I make sure that I'm plugging in with the right date, the right reminders, all of those types of things, and then that's in there and it's in there on a cycle for good. So I highly recommend that if you have never used Asana, and I will just tell you how I learned how to use Asana, is I went to YouTube and I watched all of their demo videos, and I would highly suggest I know there's so many coaches out there, so many people who are like say like, hey, I'll teach you how to do this. But all of these companies, they do have YouTube channels with short little tutorials to be able to teach you how to use their product. And they're the most up to date because it is their product. So that's what I did. We were on our trip home from Florida this summer, and I sat and watched the tutorials. So if you're into audiobooks or that type of things, I highly suggest going onto YouTube, looking at Asana's YouTube channel and watching their videos because they're very easy to follow, and also can give you the little tips to do using Asana. When it comes to your rinse, recycle, repeat tasks, the way that I did this was I looked at my time log and just looked to see which were those things that were showing up regularly, and also thought to myself, which are the things that show up regularly that I choose to ignore. And that could be cleaning. I am not somebody who I really don't like cleaning unless I'm in it cleaning and I just do it all. I'm not one of those people who every week I'm in a cleaning cycle, and that needed to change. So that was one of those things that I needed to look at to see okay, what's my rinse, recycle, repeat cycle with cleaning? And I have to give my girl Mary Rose at Norwex a little bit of a shout out. She's been super helpful with some of those tips and tricks that I have created Asana rinse, recycle, repeat schedules around. So I just really want to encourage everyone to check out Asana. In my upcoming course, Design Your Brave Lifestyle Schedule, we do talk more in depth about the rinse, recycle, repeat type of projects and tasks, how to use them. I believe tomorrow, if I'm correct, we're going to go into how are you using your evenings to get off the crazy town train and back onto productivity place. And it's definitely something that I feel is super, super important. We're probably all feeling a little bit of it right now after the holidays of maybe not getting as much rest as what we hoped, or our evenings not being like our normal evenings, and that's okay. And that's super important for us to continue to push through with the Harness the Crazy Challenge, because doing your time logs during this time when things really aren't normal are going to help you pick up those little anomaly things that you do want to set maybe a seasonal schedule for, or be a part of your regular weekly schedule. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. We'll be back at the regular time, 8:33, because my kiddos will be back at school and my hubby and I won't end up talking longer than what we should over breakfast. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. Message me here if you have any questions about Asana, on how I use it. Feel free to post in the comments. And hopefully, if you do the Design Your Brave Schedule course, you'll get to get an in-depth look at Asana and different ways you can use it for your business and your home. Have a beautiful and blessed day.